My name is Trish Hayes, and my husband and I have been attending Christ Community for a couple of years now. Been living here in Greeley for about 5 years. I grew up in a Christian home. I didn't just have Christian parents. My father was a pastor. I used to say that it was great, that I had a great relationship with God, that He was always there for me, that I served Him and I saw Him move in many ways. For many years, I didn't realize that was merely a line I had learned to recite. No one knew behind the scenes that I had a brother who had molested me several times, starting when I was 5 years old. When that stopped, I had another brother start to molest me when I was 5, and that continued till I was 17. I had the impression that a Christian walk, a Christian relationship meant you were to work extremely hard to prove your worth. And just so you know, once you get there, somebody's going to let you know that wasn't enough. Last year, I had an assault happen, and it changed my life. It was extremely difficult. It was a very scary and dangerous situation. After the assault, everything that I'd ever experienced, hardship-wise, in my life came to a head. And I fell to my knees and fell flat on my face. I was done for because I was spent. I couldn't do anymore. That was the only thing I knew in my relationship with God, was to do, to get something from Him. I didn't hear an answer right away, but I kept seeking and I kept seeking. And in my seeking, I heard announcements for the Alpha course at church. And when I first heard the announcements, I thought, well, gosh, what is that? I had such an intrigued, intensified interest in what this might be. When I was able to attend the Alpha Course retreat, I was able to experience in a brand new way, as if I had never heard of God before ever in my life, that God had already done for me what needed to be done. He had already saved me, and He has already been loving me from the beginning of time till now. And that I didn't need to do anything to receive it. I just needed to accept it. Went flat on my face and said, God, I will not go back to my seat until you touch me. I need you, and I can't live the way I've been living anymore. It's changed who I am. It's changed how I think about myself, how I see myself. It's changed how I interact with my husband, my children, my friends, strangers. I experienced healing in my heart. I experienced a deliverance from the shackles that had been holding me my entire life. Somebody asked me a question recently, how has my life been different since that prayer? And that is exactly what came to mind. I feel I'm experiencing the gospel in every aspect of my life, that I'm living it out. This is not something that I'm doing on my own. This is not fruit of my own deeds. It's because God is loving me, and it is just, I can't help it, but it comes out. And I'm not perfect by any means. It's a walk, it's a journey, but I'm finally on the journey.